In the relentless downpour of a city night, Jamie stood alone, the neon glow of a convenience store reflecting his dejection. His worn backpack a silent companion, he was a young man adrift, battling a tide of unseen struggles. This was level 1, the lowest ebb of his financial journey. The harsh glare of his smartphone screen illuminated a stark reality, an overdraft fee, a negative balance. Each digit a fresh wound, a reminder of the relentless struggle. Jamie's tired eyes held a flicker of determination, but the weight of his circumstances was palpable. In the confines of his small, messy apartment, Jamie buried his face in his hands, the silence amplifying his despair. The worn couch offered little comfort, a stark contrast to the dreams he once harbored. He was overwhelmed, yet a quiet resolve simmered beneath the surface. The cold, impersonal glow of the ATM screen delivered another blow. Insufficient funds. His reflection in the wet glass of the machine mirrored his deep dejection. Each failed transaction chipped away at his spirit, but not his resolve.
The grand, imposing doors of the bank stood as a symbol of an inaccessible world. Jamie, small and defeated against the monumental architecture, felt the weight of his exclusion. Yet in his eyes, a spark of defiance remained. At his apartment door, the stern face of his landlord clutching a late rent notice was a familiar sight. Jamie, apologetic and exhausted, faced another hurdle. But each challenge, each setback, only fueled his determination to break free. The indifferent gaze of the bank teller, lost in her screen, was a stark reminder of his anonymity. Jamie, anxious yet hopeful, sought a lifeline, a way out of the financial labyrinth. His journey was far from over. Under the harsh glare of warehouse lights, at 2 a.m., Jamie toiled. Lifting boxes, sweat on his brow, he pushed past exhaustion. This was a grind, the relentless effort to claw his way back. His determination was his only currency. In the quiet solitude of his bedroom, the laptop screen displayed another maintenance fee. A small deduction, yet a constant drain. Jamie's hand, resting near the screen, conveyed his frustration. Every penny counted, every fee a setback. At the laundromat, the hum of machines provided a backdrop to a moment of quiet contemplation. Jamie, staring at his banking app, saw a balance of $189. A small victory, a glimmer of hope. The tide was slowly turning. A secured credit card offer on his laptop screen. Jamie's expression was a mix of skepticism and curiosity. It wasn't the ideal solution, but it was a step, a chance to rebuild. He was learning, adapting, growing. Then a breakthrough. A direct deposit notification. The numbers were growing, and with them, his hope. A genuine smile, a fist pump. The weight on his shoulders began to lift. This was level 3. The ascent had begun. In a bright, modern plaza, Jamie engaged in a focused conversation with a personal banker. His demeanor was confident, his questions sharp. He was no longer a victim of circumstance, but an active participant in his financial future. This was level 4. The finance office, once a place of intimidation, now held the promise of progress. Jamie, with a satisfied yet weary expression, signed the papers for a car loan. Each stroke of the pen marked a step forward, a tangible achievement. Entering the grand bank lobby, Jamie was no longer an outsider. He was greeted warmly, a testament to his growing financial standing. The doors that once seemed closed now opened with ease. This was level 5, a new chapter. In the luxurious office of a wealth advisor, Jamie engaged in a thoughtful consultation. He was no longer just managing his money, he was growing it, planning for a future he once only dreamed of. This was level 6, the pinnacle of his financial journey. Over a cup of tea in an elegant, sunlit room, Jamie conversed with his private banker. The ease of their interaction, the shared understanding, spoke volumes of his accomplished status.
He had arrived. From his luxurious private office, Jamie gazed out at the city, a peaceful expression on his face. The struggles of the past were distant echoes, replaced by the quiet satisfaction of hard-won success. This was level 7, the reward for his perseverance. On his penthouse balcony overlooking the sprawling city at sunset, Jamie stood triumphant and reflective. The journey had been long, arduous, but ultimately rewarding. He had not just climbed the banking levels, he had built a new life, a testament to his unwavering spirit. This was his victory, his legacy.